presentation of the NBA.
San Francisco, California. The Bay Area is the location for the Grizzlies. He can hurt you inside or drop it in from range. Jaren Jackson will be looking to do it all for his team as they wind up for action from the Chase Center in San Francisco. Grizzlies, Warriors, the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jonas Valanciunas.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiseman's out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Valanciunas finds Morant. 6 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
On offense, here are the Warriors. Now here's Curry. Thompson outside. Wiggins against Clark. Out to Thompson. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Brooks outside. First quarter, just over a minute played. The pass to Valanciunas. Outside Jackson. Off target from three-point range. Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Thank you, David. Now Brooks following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. That one drops for him. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Wiseman. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Green passes to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Back to Thompson. Fires the 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Klay Thompson takes a ton of pride in the catch-and-shoot game. His release is lightning quick.
Here's Morant. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Utah Jazz.
And I hope kids out there are watching the textbook form on Thompson's jumper.
So many things that you can check the boxes on in terms of the fundamentals of a great shooter. It starts at the base. It's great footwork. You square up. You got a quick release, and you got to follow through. It really is something to watch.
And finished off by Wiseman.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Yeah, they had a few important guys sitting there on the bench at a time when they really could have used them on the floor. They have to play much more in control here tonight.
Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant surveying the D. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court over Brooks. Goes back up. Here's Wiggins, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Andrew Wiggins, the kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots, those long twos, started to take more threes, and using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And Wiggins looking more aggressive off the bounce. Brent getting into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, and his assists are climbing because of that. Also his turnovers. So now what you want to do is slow down the game for Andrew Wiggins and show him on film where his outlets are and where his decision making can be that much better.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Jazz in Utah. Here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free. And that one's good. Morant's got his second basket of the game. Warriors leading by 3. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Brooks with no one around. Memphis the rebound, and they double up Morant. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Here's Green. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant against Curry. Clark left side. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
That basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Clark outside. Back to Morant. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Wiseman. He had 13 points in the win against Chicago.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And here's Morant. He's got 6. Pass to Valanciunas. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Throws it up high and finished off by Wiseman.
And the floor vision from Curry right there, setting up his teammates, sharing the ball.
Grizzlies have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here's Brooks. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so it's Memphis with it. 7-point differential. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Brooks. Lays it up and banks it in. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Shoots from 14. Not going to go that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
Now here's Clark. After the miss from Klay Thompson. It's stolen by Green. Here's Wiggins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 7. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Different look here for the Warriors. Jordan Bell's checked in for Wiseman. Eric Pascal comes in for Green. Oubre's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Thompson. Here's Melton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
And here are the Grizzlies now. The Warriors making the shot. Porter kicks to Winslow. Pascal with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Bazemore. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Here is Porter following the basket by Stephen Curry. Fast break. Here we go. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the team. And Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Melton feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Winslow. 5 to shoot. Outside, Jones. Here's Porter. And again, Memphis no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Inside, here's Bell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Bell.
Jordan Bell's just got to combine a little bit of smarts with all that hustle and activity.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Winslow. He dishes it to Anderson. Jones, the pass to Anderson. There's Winslow. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Warriors leading by 19 points. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Jones. The Warriors making the shot. Winslow with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Melton, defended by Bell. Here's Winslow. No good on the triple.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Oubre. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
1:33 left in the first quarter of the game. Melton passes to Porter. It's stolen by Bell. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
.115 left here in the first quarter. Jones kicks to Winslow. Here's Jones. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Bell against Porter. Clock at 4. Passes it to Melton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Curry against Winslow. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 9.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
36 seconds left in the first. Now Winslow. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
It's a nice job by Winslow to force some of the issue with his size and draw contact on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Winslow.
Justice Winslow, a very adaptable player in the NBA. One of those guys where coaches will ask him to do a lot of things, and he does a lot of things quite well.
Looney's checked in for Eric Paschal. And he makes both free throws. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Bazemore. In the corner, it's Oubre. Off target with his 3. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. So, Greg, as you know, we asked Steph Curry, a great self-motivator in his own right, who holds you to the highest standard? And here's what he had to say.
Oh, my wife, for sure. No, never ever want to disappoint her. She shoots it to me straight. That's the biggest thing, whether I play well or not. I don't get too big of a head, or I don't feel too down on myself either.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Looney out there with Bell. Then it's Curry. Then there's Oubre, and it's Bazemore at the 2 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. And the first one at the line is good. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Porter with the steal, and here they come. Here's Melton. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Curry against Jones. Curry deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Bazemore finds Curry. Here's Bell. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Pass to Winslow. Great D that time from Oubre. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Curry passes to Oubre. Looney down low. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago.
You could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Melton. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And there's the pass to Jackson. Yep, it counts. Jackson's got 5 now.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Curry. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Tries again. Jackson misses.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Morant against Curry. Can they get it? Good on the bucket. Looney's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him, and that's helping out when he knocks down Jays.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. And Looney sends it back. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre does a great job there. Finds an avenue, slinks his way in there, and then jumps over the top.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Jackson kicks to Winslow. Knocked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Jackson. The 3. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that is quintessential team basketball. Winslow recognizing one of his guys was wide open.
Oubre outside. Passes to Wiggins. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Bell with the block.
At a young age, Bell has proven to be a great shot blocker with tremendous timing.
Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from 3-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Here's Jackson. Here's Anderson. Buries it down low. Anderson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
And the Warriors with some changes. Wiseman's checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Bell. And it's Thompson in for Oubre. Then for the Grizzlies, Valanciunas, who's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Brandon Clark comes in for Winslow. And Brooks subbed in for Jones.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And so Clark nails both of them.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Here's Wiggins. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Wiggins has got 11 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Brooks against Wiggins. Wiggins with some nice D.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Now here's Thompson. 12 points for him. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Wiggins drawn the double team. Thompson for three. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And he knocks down the first one.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Valanciunas hits them both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know, for that matchup with Washington, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, Steph Curry at his best right there.
Clark, the pass to Morant. And here's Valanciunas. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. Brooks misses.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Curry passes to Green. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Thompson. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Pascal's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins inside the line. And he overshot that one, missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Morant with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Yes, that goes in.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Wiggins passes to Thompson. Fires the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Haskell with the steal. And now here's Wiseman, the fast break chance. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant kicks to Brooks. Floats one. It's tipped.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Green draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Memphis with it. And the Grizzlies shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Morant against Thompson. Jackson has the open look. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Now here's Wiggins. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago. Now here's Morant for 3. Another shot. Valanciunas tries yet again, and the layup is up and in.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Warriors leading by 23. 1:56 left here in the second. They're running up the floor. A fadeaway. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pascal, the pass to Green. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Jackson. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. And Valanciunas kicks to Clark. And he's good on the 3-ball. Clark's got 5.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Thompson, high post. They could use a bucket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the 3rd day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year, but the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Green, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Wiggins. Memphis also making some changes. Porter's checked in for Jackson. Justice Winslow comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. And so Thompson nails both of them.
When you think about some of the great streak shooters in the history of the game, you know, Klay Thompson put up 37 points in 1 quarter. Let's go streaky.
Here's Melton. 56 seconds left in the first half of the game. Valanciunas inside. It's up against Thompson. An even 3-on-3 break. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre, that long, slender athlete. You love it when he's on the rise like that.
Here's Melton. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wiseman. Oubre outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And nice to see the strong inside game they're playing this quarter.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And Memphis also making a switch. Jones is checked in.
One shot.
Free throw, good. Oubre.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Here's Melton. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Valanciunas, and the layup's good off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Bazemore. The pass to Looney. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And Looney's a guy you can rely on both ends of the floor.
No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. In our possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 14 points. And Shaq, so many fans know Steph for the deep threes, but Curry is also one of the league's more efficient scorers.
Yeah, career 47% shooter from the field. Hits over 50% from the field one season, which he took 9.
That is, he's just, you know, he was a 3-star recruit coming out of high school. Like, no one thought he was going to be a great player. No one's worked harder on his skill set. And Steph, who's now won multiple MVPs, has shut up the critics.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Clark in at the 3 slot. Now Morant, after Kelly Oubre missed from long range. Here's the floater, and it's Morant missing. To the paint, here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And for Memphis, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Here's Morant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morant's got 10 points.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Now here's Wiseman. Golden State moving the ball around. Hands it from downtown. He's got 17.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Moran finds Jackson. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And here are the Warriors now. Golden State's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Goes up on the block. Here's Wiseman. Wiggins left side. Off the left rim and out. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The open shot by Brooks. On the high post, he drills it.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Curry fires from way outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brooks with it. Picked up by Thompson. And then Clark slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Passes it to Wiggins. And here's Wiseman. Kicks to Curry. Clock at 6. Here's Oubre, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls.
Kelly Oubre is a multi-talented forward that plays with a lot of confidence. If he can keep this kind of consistency, he's going to do some damage in this league.
He's off on the second. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
Jordan Bell's checked in for Oubre. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Curry.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane. D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Morant. He's got 10.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Yeah, some situational awareness there from Klay Thompson. He understands the offense. He understands where the cutters are, and he finds one.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Brooks outside. Dishes it to Valanciunas. To the middle. Here's Morant. That shot off. Good D by Bell. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. A three-pointer, Wiggins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. So it's the Grizzlies now. Clark, the pass to Valanciunas. And Bell kicks to Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Curry against Morant. They need this. And finished off by Morant.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Anderson, he's checked in for Valanciunas.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Morant.
And the work ethic that Morant has sets. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Now here's Curry. He's got 12. Wiseman no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Wiseman. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Bell passes to Wiggins. Fires from deep. Doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Got a piece of it. They recover it. A nice shot by Anderson. Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. In third, the Warriors.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
And he knocks down the first one. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Grizzlies have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Morant against Curry. And that one's good. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Wiggins outside. There's the triple. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And let's check out some stats for Clark. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 13 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Yeah, this is what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to turn on. And right now, it is burning bright. He looks fantastic.
And finished off by Morant.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
It's Thompson off the drive, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Brooks up on top. He's covered by Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. And now the fast break. Bell with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Eric Paschal, he's checked in for the Warriors. Ken Bazemore comes in for Steph Curry. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Porter's checked in for Jackson. Winslow comes in for Brandon Clark. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Thompson from long range. Excellent D that time from Jones. A floater, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Grizzlies have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Kevon Looney is checked in for Golden State.
One shot.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Thompson with it. 23 points in the game. Pass to Bazemore. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Paschal. And he converts the layup. Paschal's got his first points in this one.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Golden State, third best record here in the early going. And of course, Memphis, 4.5 games behind.
And for the Grizzlies, they've had a nice run here to start the season. Up there near the top of the standings and looking like they're comfortable.
No doubt about that. It hasn't taken them any time to announce that they're a different team this year. One that's ready to take the next step and join the ranks of playoff contenders.
Here's Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Memphis, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Porter. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Warriors have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%.
Pretty good handle there from Bazemore. He can get himself to the rim, and this time he's going to get himself to the free throw line.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. The free throw dropped for Bazemore.
And really, it's hard to guard a guy like Bazemore because of how high he can get up. His athleticism is just boundless.
And so Bazemore nails both of them. And for Memphis, they're shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Jones looking for an opening. Anderson outside. Pass to Porter. 6 to shoot. The dish to Winslow. The Warriors shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Payton, he's checked in for Thompson.
Shooting one.
Free throw drops for Pascal. Memphis with the ball. Now Jones. There's the pass to Winslow. And the shot goes down. Winslow's got his second basket of the night.
You know, sometimes you wonder how great defenders, when they play offense, know how to take advantage of good defense. Winslow did there.
Jones against Payton. Passes it to Pascal. Golden State moving the ball around. Looney passes to Green. Here's Pascal. And a miss there on the triple.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And the Warriors making a change here. Oubre's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now here's Bazemore. 5 points in the game. And stolen by Bazemore. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Look at Curry. He's out in front. The fans reacting to his wonderful play this year in the Western Conference.
And that's right where you'd expect him to be, given the performances we've seen from him this season.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. No good from Payton. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Anderson dishes to Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got 7 points for the quarter.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Pascal. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. The rebound by Anderson.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Melton. And Looney sends it back.
Looney's starting to play a little bit angry right now, and that's helping this defense be more aggressive.
Here's Melton. Jones, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 10 points in the game.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Bazemore. 5 points in the game. Sweet little floater. He's got 7.
Ooh, nice use of the floater there. Bazemore has this shot down, Pat. Exceptional touch.
Now here's Jones. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Plenty of space. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Oubre. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
And he makes the first. The Warriors making a switch here. Poole's checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:22 left to play here in the third. Outside, Jones. Inside, Valanciunas. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Oubre finding a rhythm right now, and there's very little the defense can do.
So it's the Grizzlies now. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. To the paint, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Here's Poole. Oubre outside. And it's off from three-point range. Grizzlies shooting not great, 40% for the game. Jones the pass to Winslow. Oubre with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Looney. Finished off the break. Looney's got 6.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And here's Jones. He's got 10.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And so Jones nails both of them. And so it's Golden State with it. Oubre with it. Here's Poole. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Wiseman. Wiggins is out there with Eric Paschall. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. Here's Poole. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Here's Paschall. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that one's good by Clark.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Poole. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Allen outside. Pass to Jackson. Fades back, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Paschall. Over in the corner, Lee for the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Lee's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Paschall with the steal. Down low. And Poole gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Allen against Lee.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Wiggins drives in. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Clark right side. Jones in the post. And it's Golden State's ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Golden State moving it around. And a wide open look for Lee. A three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Wiggins drives in, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
And taking it to the D. When Wiggins is forcing the issue, he shows why he went first overall.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Conchar, covered by Wiggins. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Basket counts. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Warriors.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the pass to Wiseman. Here's Poole. He dishes it to Wiseman. Pass to Poole. 6 on the shot clock. And Bell kicks to Lee. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Here's Allen. Two points. That one goes. Allen's got his first basket.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Poole. Mark against Bell. 5 to shoot. Poole. No good from outside. The Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Poole. To the middle. On the wing, Lee, defended by Allen. And the Warriors miss again.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Here is Frazier. Pass to Allen. Pass to Jackson. Here's Conchar. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Kevon Looney is checked in for Wiseman. Porter's checked in for Memphis. Kyle Anderson comes in for Brandon Clark. That one is no good. Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Bell. Bell's got his 4th assist in this one. For Memphis, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Payton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
Grizzlies shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Conchar. Allen left side. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Warriors. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Gonchar, the pass to Frazier. Can't get it to fall. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-7 run.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Here is Frazier. Now Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
On defense, Memphis. Here's Payton. Bell trying to break loose. The shot misses. Nice D from Frazier. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Outside, Porter. He kicks to Allen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Frazier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Bazemore on the wing. Golden State moving it around. Here's Payton. No good on the three.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Nobody near Allen. Second shot opportunity, and Looney sends it back. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
The Grizzlies shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That free throw good from Allen. And so he makes both from the line. And so Payton will bring it up for Golden State. Now here's Lee. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Grizzlies shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Allen surveying the D. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. It's stolen by Frazier. Now the pass to Conchar. Now Anderson, covered by Payton. Just 5 to shoot. Conchar, off target from three-point range. Bazemore against Allen. And here's Bell. Lee outside. Bazemore for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. That's good from Allen on the assist by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Payton. Porter pulls it in. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The teardrop falls in.
Anderson, he excels when he plays in the open court like that and has a chance to make a good decision.
Frazier against Payton. Lee outside. We've got 1:28 left in the game. Down low, Bell uses both hands to slam it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Andrew Wiggins.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Now here's Porter. Back to Allen. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here's Looney. Payton kicks to Bell. Bazemore for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Anderson outside. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel it was great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.